Alright everyone, welcome back, good morning, good Sunday morning to everyone, rise and shine, all that stuff, as they say. A day of rest, well, to a lot of my YouTube peers, Sunday comes every day, doesn't it, for a day of rest, but never mind, we'll talk about that another time. Okay, so Ian Stungun Paddy versus the real ones. What is up, guys? So we're going to talk about Joy Doi Poi. That was likely to have turned into a three-way dance between Stungun, the Murph, and JDP, because I haven't really got any interest in it, to be honest. I'm fed up of coming on here and defending Murphy, you know, King of the Meltdowns, because he seems incapable of doing it himself, yeah? But it seems that Stungun again has the last laugh. It seems only JDP can actually give as good as he gets, to be fair, you know? And every time Stungun comes on, makes a video, he's just made Murph look even more silly. And, you know, I can't keep coming on here and saying, oh, but Murph's the king of the roast, he's a great guy. And I love Murph, he is a great guy, but he's a people pleaser. 2, he's too needy. 3, he will do anything to make a friend. 4, whenever he's roasted, he doesn't go on the attack. He goes on the, oh, I'll just explain the story for about the 50th time. Well, I got this house, and I met this woman, then I had 2 kids, then I got this, then I bought this, then, you know, and the usual, and I got fat, and then I lost the weight, I lost 9 stone in 10 months or whatever, and you're on repeat. We've heard that fucking story. Jesus Christ. Every time someone has a pop at Murph, we hear the old, you know, sad story and how he's now in, you know, the best shape of his life and Christmas time and what will be happening and nothing. He disappears. Every time he gets a real hard roast from Ian, or from other YouTubers for that matter, he disappears for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days sometimes, then comes back, you know, moves on to another target. It's just, you know what, like I said, I can't keep coming on here and defending Murph, you know what I mean, because it's just making me look rather stupid. Do you get me? So yeah, Ian's definitely checkmate Murph. Like I said, between him and JDP, it's still even Stevens, because JDP he knows how to play the game, does JDP, and say what you want. He doesn't get offended, he doesn't, you know, come on here like saying, oh, I'm having a meltdown because of, you know, another YouTuber said some mean things, you know, whereas Murph, he comes on here trying to please everyone, trying to explain the situation of why he got into that current predicament and how now he's on the road to recovery and how he got that house and how he met his ex and how he had them 2 kids. You know, we hear it fucking day in and day out, you know what I mean? And Murph is a funny guy, but he just tries too hard to be everyone's friend. And now I'm spitting like fucking the rest of them. Yeah, so like I said, last night, yeah, I've done a video on Derek Beggy. And it was going to be the last video the other day, but then, like I said last night, he keeps harassing me in the comments. So them things, they come with consequences, you know, and I held back a lot on last night's video. I mean, it can get vicious if it really wants to. And big up to Video Craig, by the way, for sharing the video. I've got nothing against Craig, you know what I mean? I might be a bit of a fan as well sometimes, you know, but I don't hate anyone on this YouTube. There's a few people I dislike, and that Derek is one of them. Isn't it funny, when you're singing his praises, or he thinks you're siding with him on all his accusations and convictions, he's as happy as Larry, isn't he? You know, oh, they've all got worse convictions than me. They're all frightened. No, they haven't, Decker. They haven't. That's the facts, mate. You're always claiming the victim. It's always like, oh, you know, you're gonna end it, guys. Do you know what I mean? You're a pretend good guy, but you're not. we've seen the real you. I mean, beating them women up, black and blue, dominating them where they couldn't wear what they want to wear, watch even the TV, couldn't go out, had to be under your control. You know what I mean? The Derek Cashman situation, the Amy situation, the knocking one out all the time on video or in the train toilets. Do you know what I mean? It's just, how can you excuse that behaviour and say, oh, you know what, it's just a bunch of troll. It's just a load of bashers, guys. I mean, he's really a good guy. Let's get the list out, shall we? Let's get the list out. So these things have been wrong with Derek in the last 2.5 years, ladies and gentlemen. Methinks there's some sort of psychological issues, like brain damage, to claim, I mean, what do they call it? Is he a hypochondriac? Or is he just, a full-on retard? Who knows? But let's get on to these illnesses that he's had in the last 2.5 years, ladies and gentlemen. Plus being locked up 3 times in 2.5 years. That's got to be something of a record by itself. So this is Derek's alleged illnesses in the last 2.5 years, where he tries to pull on everyone's heartstrings. Doped up, coked up to his fucking eyeballs, you know what I mean, on every video. No, I'm not having brown. I'm not having brown. I'm not on brown. I'm gonna, I've nothing to talk about on YouTube. The guy looks like he's deceased. They've dug him up. They've bunged him in the fucking box room and told him, just talk some incoherent gibberish for 10.5 minutes. Pericarditis, PTSD, alcohol addiction, cancer, torn biceps, anxiety, a skin cancer scare, Islamophobia. Yes, there's a difference between being a patriot and being a racist. And you, my friend, are a fully fledged racist. I mean, the filth that came out your mouth before you got locked up on yet another charge that's nothing to do with you. Oh no, all the judge, they're all against me. It's all the bashers. Maybe the bashers were the judge, the jury, and the fucking police. And yeah. Do you know what I mean? He's always the victim, and he never ever puts his hands up and says, oh, I fucked up. It's like, even that incident in the toilet, oh, well, I was 22, I was on a drink and drugs, I only pinched her bottom, Decker, we've all read it, mate. You know what I mean? You're just full of fucking baloney. And you look like a fucking baloney as well, you big oversized sausage. Bipolar. Schizophrenia. Sleep apnea. Pneumonia. Narcotics addiction. Sepsis. Oh, God. Suicidal thoughts. Oh, I'm going to end it, guys. Oh, Mummy hasn't cooked me pot noodle. Oh, that bad man. He said he'll come round. With his gum shield and his hand wraps. A possible anthrax attack. An SO survivor. Oh my God, Mom. You're pulling my leg. You're pulling an SO survivor. Well, let's hope that's all that's being pulled, isn't it, when it comes to Derek? Look. So he's a victim. He's an SO. So how is someone who's recovering from abuse knocking one out in a train toilets? Is that how people that are trying to recover from abuse, survivors, they deal with it by knocking one out on the train and at home and sending videos, perverted videos to women he's grooming? Fuck me, that's an SO survivor? You couldn't make it up. Do you remember when he was in the Philippines and he was drinking urine? And everyone was going to get an axe through them. They were going to get kneecapped. He was off his chops. Guess what happened, ladies? When he came back to the good old UK, he's been as quiet as a church mouse, sat in his little box bedroom, dared to speak. Danny will come after me. Because people know what he is. There's still a few hundred simpletons that leave messages. Get fit, Decker. A fit Decker takes Stanny any day. Decker will never, ever get fit. Come on, mate. Pull the other leg. He hasn't got a fucking fight in him. He's been out of prison months. Does he look in any shape to fight? He's coked up and doped up to the eyeballs. He's an addict and always has been. Jesus, he's never, ever going to get fit. Do you know what I mean? He's had countless times to get fit. He's banned from every gym. It's comedy. Bad comedy. And they're so fuck. You know what? That's an insult to real survivors out there. This man is a perpetrator, not a survivor. Body dysmorphia, you know, because he's got that like deformed body anyway. He's got these steroid abusing delts, you know, the 3D delts, but little spindly spaghetti arms, covered in tattoos, do you know what I mean? And he looks vile. Do you know what I mean? Looks fucking vile. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what's happened to his teeth. I don't know what's happened to his skin. His eyes are sunken. Do you know what I mean? The guy looks fucking terrible. You know what I mean? A body of a flamange. Do you know what I mean? He looks like a melted candle. He really does. Choose phantom pregnancy. What about Geraldine and Dot and their abuse at the hands of Derek? Ooh, my decision. Decker good in me. Decker good in me. Fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? He even tricked that woman into having a fucking massive tattoo on her chest. Massive tattoo with his name. What a fucking egomaniac. And then left her high and dry. Oh, she was a gold digger. She only wanted me. What money? What money? What, from you being an actor with your lines, your few lines that you was doing on set? I'm not talking about coming in and grunting online or having a little pretend fight. Do you know what I mean? You got battered by 9 stone Robbie Brown. He was caving your head in on the floor, and you was crying the next day in the toilet that you got robbed and you wanted a rematch. What did you turn up for? I know what you... Oh, shake hands, Robbie. No, shake it. No hug, Robbie. Call it draw. Let's be friends. Come on, come to the banks. He battered you, black and blue. Just like Danny done when he opened you up. Opened you up like a kebab bread. Do you know what I mean? You got opened up like a fucking pita. You know, I mean, we've seen you just sat around looking gormless, looking pathetic. Oh, not go on YouTube, because nothing's happening, so nothing's to talk about. When has that ever fucking stopped you? I mean, there's never been nothing to talk about. The same shit. Exposés. How you're innocent. You're always innocent. You never hold your hands up and say this was your fault or explain yourself fully. You always deflect and try and make the crime seem less terrible than it is. You know, oh no, well you see, I just pinched her little bottom and I just propositioned her for sex, you know, and then if only that was the half of it. Wall phobia, that means he's got to have his back to the wall, you know what I mean? He can't, you know, if he's in a cafe or a restaurant or a bar, he's got to have, in case if any of his enemies creep up. Well, that's never going to happen lately, but I'm sure he's still got wall phobia in his box bedroom. Still living at home with mummy and daddy in his fucking 40s in a box bedroom. Move out, give your fucking folks some peace. Stop bringing drama to their door. You've been doing it all your life. You go to bingo with your fucking nanny, you big fucking buffoon. I'm gonna end it, guys. I want a friend. I'm a nice guy, guys. You ain't got a fight in you, you big pudding. Do you know what I mean? You've never had a fight in you. You've got no aggression. You've got no fighting spirit. You've got no heart. You know, let's be friends. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. Fuck off. Danny phobia. That means you got banned from Danny Christie from ever appearing on YouTube again. And when you do eventually crawl out the woodwork, which will be soon, because you keep replying to me in the comments which will be soon. You'll get off your chops and you'll make a video, but you won't dare mention Danny Christie. You'll mention the Doctor, you might mention a couple of others, but you won't mention Danny Christie because you're... Chicken, pluck the feathers, chicken. Don't forget to change your sanitary towel when you go to the bathroom, Decker. Put on notice by Dad. Oh, mummy, that bad man, he's going to come round, mummy. Night terrors, panic attacks, steroid abuse. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he abused steroids to build that body that looks like a bag of vomit. Looks like a bag. Their fucking arms are like fucking elastic bands. You know what I mean? You know, there's no chest. There's, you know, it's just, I don't know. He's like a fucking stick insect, you know, and someone's just thrown some fucking clay on it or something. He just looks rotten. General phobias, including a dislike of rats, deep water, hates to be locked in a small box, and hates crowded places. You know, well, you know, that's why he's nestled safely in Mummy and Daddy's box. Ooh! But, you know what I mean? That's just the facts. People, I'll see you soon.